Potterheads everywhere remain hot with anticipation for Hogwarts Legacy, and one thing fans are most excited about in the game is combat with their wands. The Harry Potter movies have a variety of wand duels fought between good and evil, some of which are fun, and some of which are epic encounters with the fate of the wizarding world resting on their shoulders. There are valid criticisms about some battles in Harry Potter, whether because of book changes or other factors. Still, a handful of them are really terrific and earn their reputation as some of Harry Potter's best duels and action scenes. Harry Potter vs. Draco Malfoy. Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, 2002. Audiences get introduced to the idea of official, organized dueling in the Chamber of Secrets by way of Gilderoy Lockhart, who subsequently, and hilariously, duels Severus Snape. This between Harry and Draco is just a bit better, though. The stakes here are pretty non-existent, but that is not where the scene's brilliance comes from. This remains one of the most iconic Harry Potter scenes thanks to Draco and Harry's exchange prior. The short duel itself is still super fun. It is also important because it lets everyone know about Harry being a Parselting. Harry Potter vs. Severus Snape. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, 2009. The Half-Blood Prince has a few issues, especially for book readers who recognize its wasted potential, with it missing multiple book scenes that should have been in the movie. Still, it has a bunch of crucially important, excellently crafted, and emotionally resonant moments like Harry and Snape's one-way duel. This duel presents two wholly unique experiences for fans. The first time around, it is pure sympathy for Harry and anger for Snape following the murder of Dumbledore. In hindsight, though, one may well be sympathetic with what Snape is going through, especially since he is actively protecting Harry. It is one of the many interesting scenes involving this arguably heroic, arguably villainous, but unquestionably complex character. Harry Potter vs. Draco Malfoy. Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince, 2009. The duels between Harry and Draco are a good encapsulation of the tonal shift the Potter movies undergo. Their first is rather inconsequential in the Chamber of Secrets, and then their second is near fatal in the Half-Blood Prince. There is a tension here that had been building for years. The two may have butted heads and even had one-sided fights, but this was the first and only duel the two had outside the confines of educational protection, and it nearly cost Draco his life. It is a terrific, dark scene that leaves audiences feeling for all involved. Battle of the Seven Potters. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 1, 2011. The Battle of the Seven Potters is a battle that fans hear more about after the fact, rather than see, since the camera sticks with the real Harry and Hagrid for the whole time. It is pretty great, nonetheless. This duel, which sees Death Eaters ambush the heroes and a near encounter with Voldemort, is most famous for the truly sad death of Hedwig, a loss that impacted Harry and fans alike. The biggest strength of this duel is its uniqueness, with the dark, cloudy sky and eerie atmosphere really adding to a tense and emotional sequence of events. Bellatrix Lestrange vs. Molly Weasley. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2, 2012, in a film that goes at breakneck speed with all manner of emotion and action, a short moment of a mother protecting her family against one of the franchise's most despicable villains came out as one of the most iconic scenes of the saga. The memorability of the best roast quote from the movies, "Not my daughter, you BTCH," makes this duel as iconic as it is. Still, Molly Weasley is nothing short of a badass in this scene, and the look of shock on Bellatrix's face is priceless. Just a fun, fist-pump-worthy moment that leaves all fans happy despite the heartbreak surrounding it. Harry Potter vs. Lord Voldemort. Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire, 2005. Harry and Voldemort have numerous face-offs in a variety of settings, with the villain even taking up a few different forms, but one of the absolute best is in the Graveyard in Goblet of Fire, where Ralph Fiennes debuts as the Dark Wizard. This duel is one of the most significant turning points of the saga, kicking off the Second Wizarding War, and it is an exhilarating watch. The visuals are superb, but there is also a real emotional edge to the battle, not just because of Cedric's death, but due to the Priori Incantatem showing Harry some of his loved ones. Severus Snape vs. Minerva McGonagall. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2, 2012, Harry's return to Hogwarts proves a relief to most in the castle and also appears to inspire so much courage amongst his allies who remained there, not least of all Professor McGonagall, who stood up for him against Snape. Not only is this scene great as McGonagall unleashes her anger on Snape, but it is the detail of Snape not fighting back that seems so meaningful. All he does is deflect McGonagall's attacks, actually incapacitating the twins with them before escaping. It is a wonderful creative decision similar to how he does not attack Harry and the Half-Blood Prince, foreshadowing the reveals to come. Battle of the Department of Mysteries. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, 2007, squeezing the longest Potter book into the shortest Potter movie, is a creative decision fans still speak about today when analyzing the quality of the film. However, even if other parts of the movie do not work, it is hard to deny the quality of the Battle of the Department of Mysteries. The striking images of Death Eaters closing in on Dumbledore's army before getting ambushed by the Order of the Phoenix are awesome. The smaller individual battle of Harry and Sirius teaming up also stands out as an excellent moment, especially with that "nice one, James" line. Of course, this battle will always be remembered for the shocking death of the aforementioned Sirius, with the beloved Marauder having one of the series' most impactful and saddest deaths on the back of this thrilling battle. Harry Potter vs. Lord Voldemort. Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows, Part 2, 2012, there are some significant complaints about the Battle of Hogwarts, specifically this duel, with Voldemort's Thanos Snap-esque death on screen not having the same impact as his collapse to the ground in the books. Nevertheless, to many, this duel is peak Harry Potter action. That crawl to the wands, the final unleashing of the two iconic spells, and the ultimate victory of the hero, it is so utterly, beautifully cinematic and really is a fitting conclusion to a series that maintained that quality for 10 years. Despite maybe not being as powerful as the books, as an on-screen battle, for what it is, this final epic clash between good and evil is hard to top. Albus Dumbledore vs. Lord Voldemort. Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, 2007, even though the battle between Voldemort and Harry is the conclusion to the series, and without doubt the most important wand duel in the series, this truly magical face-off between the series' two most powerful wizards is unmatched. Whereas every other duel in the series is a basic clash of spells, bursts of color exploding from the weapon, this is a lot more unique. There is the use of the environment, spells utilized without vocalized incantations, and exceptional visuals. This is two wizards leading opposing sides of a war, arguably at the peak of their powers, showcasing their brilliance in a duel that will stick with Potterheads forever.